Belinda Van Suylen, your marketing agent, together with Natalie and Josh. They are here to help you with your competition or any questions you might have regarding the property, the paperwork, or some tactical advice with your bidding strategy here today. They are here to help. Now, before we're proceeding to your competitive biddings here today, let me just quickly draw attention to the contract sale, which has been made available to you prior to today's auction and on display for the last 30 minutes. Very straightforward auction contract. You find little difference compared to the others that we use in the state of Victoria for residential property auctions. Two parts of the contract form the framework of your competition here today. The particular sale together with both special and general conditions, and attached to that is the vendor statement, which is more commonly known as a Section 32 document that outlines all the relevant information you need to know in terms of becoming a new owner of this property right here. The particular sale reads as follows. The marketing agent for owner here today is White Real Estate, and the property we sell is commonly known to you and I, your neighbours, your postman, your Uber Eats delivery driver, simply as number 25 Heysham Drive here in Willis Hill. Inclusive in today's sale, all fixed lock coverings, light fittings, window finishings, and everything that's in a permanent nature as inspected, except for one thing. That's this auction board that we proudly presented in front of the property, which will be removed a few days after the sale. And the lucky purchaser here today, you'll have the option of putting on the sold sticker yourselves. And I'm sure either Belinda, Natalie, or Josh will be more than happy to be your photographer to take a few happy snaps for your Saturday afternoon Facebook, Instagram, or WeChat post with the hashtag Happy Home Buyer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're still on the auction conditions today, so at the conclusion of today's auction, two things we need from you if you are the successful purchaser. One is your autograph on the contract sale, and then 10% deposit equivalent of the purchase price, of which, if you do choose to pay via EFT, and then $20,000 is the minimum amount that will require you to transfer upon signing the contract. The balance is to be paid the next business day, which is Monday next week. Flexible settlement terms all the way up to 60 days, of course, unless you made other arrangements with the marketing team before the commence of today's auction. Now, as the auctioneer, it's my duty and responsibility to ensure today's auction is conducted in accordance with the rules that's set out in the Sale Land Regulations 2014 Schedule 1, or any additional conditions that's made available for inspection prior to today's auction. The rules prohibits making a false bid, major instructions by bidders, a bidder's attempt to prevent other bidders from bidding, and there are fines for these conducts. Bidders will be indicated upon request by me as the auctioneer. The rules permits vendor bids. The terms I will use to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor will be simply vendor bid, and by law, only I as the auctioneer here today can make a vendor bid. Now, lastly, boys, if you want to be the one assigning one of these in the next 15 to 20 minutes time, please pay particular attention to the next two rules, because they are crucial for your success here today. One, by law, as the auctioneer, I cannot accept any bids or offers that's made after I declare the property sold. So before I knock it down to the successful purchaser here today, I'll simply call out 3 times like so. First call, second call, third and final call, and once the property has been knocked down, I can't take any more bids. Plenty of rewire staff on side, so if you don't feel comfortable doing yourself, make sure your bids are heard loud and clearly before I knock it down to your competitor. And lastly, our owner has a reserve price. In the event, if we fall short of that reserve, by law, only the highest bidder, the last bidder, have that first opportunity to buy this property at the owner's reserve. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to number 25 Heysham Drive here in Willis Hill. What are we offering you here today is a typical Willis Hill lifestyle. The property itself and the location that has everything Willis Hill has known for right here. We're literally across the road from Gels Park. Down the road about 275 metres is the golf course, the Glen Waverley Public Golf Course, and millions of dollars has been just spent. I know the traffic is horrible, but that's what the tennis centre is being built. Plenty of activities right here. Up on the other direction, Willis Hill Shopping Centre and Caulfield Grammar, one of the finest education institute in the south east of Melbourne. The property itself, it separates your entertainment and your living quarters. 4 bedrooms upstairs, huge master ensuite, master bedroom with a retreat in and outside a master bedroom. And my favorite part of the home is actually on the ground floor. Towards the back end of the house, that's where the live fireplace is. That's where you want to spend in this kind of weather. And a north-orientated backyard and a new decking looking that direction, that's where you want to spend in a sunny afternoon. But buyers, you know the property, you know the location. But just look around you. The size of the crowd would demonstrate this is an opportunity that's too good to miss. And that's why you are here at 11 past 12 in a horrible wet weather like this on a Saturday afternoon. You should enjoy this hour in a cafe, in a restaurant. But you are here because you agree with my statement just now. It's a good opportunity that's too good to miss out. And don't be the one to drive home with a heart full of a regret. Because we don't know when the next time we can find something like this in this kind of a location. So buyers, who's going to buy their Saturday back? Now's the time to find out. In your hands, a fair, reasonable, even-handed start. Where do we go? By the way, that's the cue for you to start placing your bid. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? In your hands. I can start with a van door bid, but rather you to start where you're comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we go? Any kind of selling range starts from 1.4. That's a good start. Get it out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'll make the start for you. A van door bid of $1,400,000. I'll take $20,000 right from this point. At 1.4 it is the bid. At $1,400,000, who's going to take me to 420? At 1.4 is the start. At 1.4, there should be sea of hands at this level, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.4 is the call. At $1,400,000, are we all done? All finished? At $1,400,000 in your hands. At 1.4 now, who's going to take me to 420? At 1.4, bids with me now to $1,400,000. 20 will put you in the driver's seat. At 140 is the bid now. At $1,400,000, are we all done? All finished. All silent here. At $1,400,000. Certainly not at this level. Ladies and gentlemen, I started bidding for you. I can't make the next move for you as well. You are here to buy. In order to do that, we need your active participation. Yell out a number, put your hand out if I can't see you. At 140 is the call. At $1,400,000, who's going to take me to 420? At 1.4 now. At $1,400,000, are we all done? All finished. All silent. At $1,400,000, first call. At 1.4. Walking distance, Gels Park, Waverley Golf Course, Caulfield Grammar, everything literally right here on your doorstep. At 1.4 it is the call. At $1,400,000, are we done? Second time at $1,400,000. At 1.4 it is the bid. At 1.4, are we done? At $1,400,000 for the third and final opportunity at $1,400,000. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? You are here to buy. 1420. At 1420, welcome to you, sir, across the road at $1,420. At 142, bids with you now, the opening bidder. At 142 now. At $1,420,000. Call another 20, making a one double full. At 1.42, at 420 over one. At $1,420,000, bids with you there, sir. Who's going to take me to 440? At $1,420,000, calling once now. At $1,420,000, 1.42, your bid, sir. All the best luck with your bidding. At $1,420,000, bids there now. Who's going to take me to 40? At 142, at 1.420 is the call. At $1,420,000, calling second time. At $1,420,000, Hold down, finish, and silent here at 1,420,000. At 1,420, bids across the road. Who's going to take me to 40 at $1,420,000, calling third and final opportunity at $1,420,000. At 142 is the call. At 142 across the road. At $1,420,000, and they make the next move for you, sir. And Randall bid at 1,440. At 144 against you. At $1,440,000, I've got it here. At 1,440,000, sir. Tempt you back in for 460. At 1,440,000 is the call. At 440, I've got. At 1,440,000, 60. 60, sir. 50 won't buy you the house. Call it 60. 60. 60 it is. Welcome back at a 1.46. At 4.6 now. At $1,460,000 space there. At 1.46, he knows the value. What about you? At $1,460,000, take me to 480 anyone. At $1,460,000, bids over there. First call at $1,460,000. Second call at $1,460,000. Are we all done? All finished. All silent here at $1,460,000. 1.46 at $1,460,000 for the third and final opportunity at $1,460,000. All finished now at 1.46 at $1,460,000. Are we all done? Buyers, you certainly didn't come out here in this kind of weather to see us at 1,460,000. We are here to sell. You are here to buy. At 1.46, that's the current level. Who's going to take me to 480? At 460 is the bid. At $1,460,000, all finished, all silent. Once, twice, three times at $1,460,000. Now, sir, I'll submit your offer to the RNS6. Some instructions won't take too long.
पाइन ट्री नहीं, ये पाइन ट्री है ना, दोनों पाइन ट्री नीचे नीचे बैठने अदरवाइज नीचे फैमिली में करेंगे है ना, बट देखो भी नीचे बैठने
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, confirming you hold the highest bid at $1,460,000. The instructions from the owner is very straightforward. If there's no more advancing, I don't need to go in for any further instructions. This gentleman across the road will have the first right to buy the property at the owner's reserve. So if you've been holding back, now is the time to show your interest, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,460,000 across the road, I called it 3 times, and 3 times only. First call at $1,460,000, all done. At 1.47, welcome to you, sir, at 1.47. At 470 now. At 470, I'll take the 10. Call it 480, sir. 1080, 80 I've got. 490, 15, sir. 10, 15.
1505.
05, call it 10, sir.
05.
05, if only you insist on 1505. At a 5, the same opportunity, but sir, flex your auction muscle. Another 5, the 5, 10. 15, 20. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. 50. Is a 50. 155 at 50. You tell me where you place the next bid. 155. Next bid. 555, 555. There you go. At 1,555,000. That's the answer. Gavel is out. I don't need to go in. We are on the market at 1,555 with the gentleman over here. Another 5 at 60. 65. 65 at 70. 70 now. 75, 80, 85, 85 and 90, 90, 95, 6, 1.6. Are you sure, sir? At 1.6, you have about 7.5 seconds to think about your next move at 1,600,000. Once, twice, 3 times at $1,600,000 against you, sir. Final warning at 1.6. 1. At $1,600,000. All done, all finished. Last 3 times. First, second, third, and final call at 1,000,000. At 1. At 1. Welcome back at 601. At 601, almost. 5 on top. 606. Are you sure? You said no last time as well. 606 at $1,606,000. 3 times and 3 times only. First call at $1,606,000. 7. Second call at $1,606,000. Third and final opportunity at $1,606,000. It is going. Definitely our sir. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new owner. It is sold. Congratulations. Well bought. Commiserations to you on the bidders. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending another successful Ray-White auction. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
100多，162万。
162万6000。